Hello, today we will be working through how to import a CSV file into your RStudio. There are many ways to do this. If you're looking for an example CSV file to practice on, there's a link below in the description which will take you to the UNL page with a CSV file. Go ahead and download this document and put it in the folder where you have told RStudio that it is the working directory that you're utilizing. If you don't know how to define or set your working directory, please view the previous videos in this series. It explains everything you need to know about working directory. So after opening RStudio, here we are, you can press the Import Dataset button in the top right corner, right here. Go ahead and press that. A drop down should come down. And so after pressing open, you can press browse and go, So first you need to find the what type of file you're going to be importing. So we're going to do a text file because we downloaded it into a CSV file, so that's going to be in text format. It's not going to be in an Excel or SPSS or SAS. And we're going to want it to read R, so we're going to click that. So now it's going to ask for the file URL. Essentially, it just wants to know where it's going to go find the file to bring it back to R. So you can click Browse here, and that's going to take you to your desktop or somewhere like that. So right now I'm in one of the files, and I can click, for example, if I wanted to import this color data file, I'll go ahead and press that. And you can see there's a data preview here. You can see everything with the values, the time, the date, for each one, the colors, each color. So you got red, green, and blue. So there's many different types of values. So as you know, this is a date value. So if you click this drop down, you can see all these type of values. So if we click date here, it's going to be accurately placing the date in a correct format. So right here, it asks what format you want it in. So we can see that we go the actual date, then the month, then the year. So we need to change month to date because that's the first value that shows up. We need to change date to month because that's the second value that shows up, and year is correct still. Then we can press OK. So now you can see the codes coming down here, and you can see where here I can shrink this a bit. We can move it up here. So yeah, you can see that the code's coming down here. You've got the column types, and you got the first column is in date format of we got month, or the date, and then the month, then the year. So now it's accurately portrayed in a date format. So now, as you know, this is the time. So like 1 o'clock, 2 seconds, 1 o'clock, 3 seconds, so on. So this is going to be a time. So now it wants what format you want this to be in. So first we see hours, then we see minutes, then we see seconds. So this doesn't include seconds. So we have to add one. So we go semicolon, because that's what it does here. We just copy that. Then percentage, then seconds. So now we can see that there's hours, minutes, and seconds in the same format that it's given in the data frame. Click OK. So once again, more code shows up here. We've turning into the second column into a time column. So essentially this we'll probably delete later on because it's kind of just in the way. So now we can get, so it's already assigned this to an integer because it's already in the number format. So let's see. So we do the same for integers, and we do the same for time and date. We can also read data in a CSV file with the function readr.csv. When running this file, we need to ensure to assign it to a variable. In the description is a link that will take you to a website that can explain this even more thoroughly. The practice CSV files are also linked below, and I'll also have pasted the code that I've used below as well. But we can go ahead and import this, and it's right here. Everything's here. Of course, we're going to need to edit some of this. It's not in the perfect format as we see like this C. This isn't very professional, having like a random character just showing up here. We're going to want to clean this up a bit, but yeah, we've done what our goal was in this video, which was to go ahead and import the CSV file. So I can show you my code here. So this color data here we imported it through using this import dataset button, but we can also just type in the code if we want to. So if we want to just type in the code, The first thing I did was set working directory. Obviously, always do that, so just in case R gets mixed up and changes that. Then I put in library so it can read R, it can read the files. And then I set my data, which is what I wanted to name the variable of my thing. So you can see when I highlight this, everywhere I want to call my CSV data frame, I always use my data. And then I set my data equal to read underscore CSV, so it's reading CSV. Then we got the brackets, and then we put the name. So this is the name of my CSV file in my folder, so it knows what to grab in the folder. So I put my column types. So column 2, I think, was the time. So here we got the time format. Column time format equals hours, minutes, seconds. And then here's your date format, 19/10/27. Column date format equals date, time, year. And then we go on to, so this is all about the names of the column, which we'll get into the next video. However, so this is pretty much all you need to know. Once again, there's a link in the description that'll take you to a website that looks like this, and this website can help you out a little more. And thank you for watching.